Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for keeping it UBC. We are still coming to you live from the National Tally Center, where we do expect the EC Chairperson Justice Simon Byabakama together with the Commission to come and give us the final and the last update or the verdict on who will be the President-elect, since all results do come in to this very side. But the last that we did have, of course, we had gathered about 47,499 votes from the different polling stations out of the 50,739, meaning we had covered about 93.61%. But of course, we do have different dignitaries, we do have different observers, we do have different agents who are coming in to witness, but also to hear the exact information on how and when and who will be the President-elect. I do have the opportunity to talk to Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Jessica Alupo. She will be telling us her opinion. What does she think? Her Excellency, thank you so much for sparing time. First things first, you went in unopposed as a woman member of Parliament to represent Katakwi district again. How did you get to this? How did you make it once again that the people decided that you go back to Parliament to represent them?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, viewers. The election process is a process that is very crucial, and therefore all the stakeholders are normally very keen in participating and contributing to the process. Therefore, I would like to start by thanking all Ugandans who have participated in these elections as candidates, as electorate, as mobilizers in different capacities. For the case of Katakwi, I would like to state that my journey on this election process was very interesting. But what I would like to point out is that the elections in Katakwi during the NRM primaries and from the time I got nominated in the national election were very free and fair. The atmosphere, the environment was extremely conducive and level for all candidates. All the candidates who contested against me were very free to interact with me at all times, and we did our campaigns as sisters. For my sister who withdrew and gave way for me to become unopposed, I thank her very sincerely for her insight in recognizing that that was a good and a better option for all of us as the people of Katakwi district. And I indeed thank her and all the people of Katakwi district. So in as far as the elections for the presidential elections is concerned, somehow I participated in some parts of the country. I also noted that there was a conducive environment across the country for all the presidential candidates to reach out to the electorate. And I noted that all the people of Uganda are now aligned, are now aware and conscious that they must exercise their democratic right to select leaders after every 5 years. And on the election day, as early as 7 o'clock, the people were very many in the polling stations. I thank the people of Uganda for going out to demonstrate that it is possible to freely and democratically elect our leaders after every 5 years. I have seen from the results in the tally so far is that His Excellency President Museveni is leading with 71.8%, and I think it is permissible to congratulate him even at this point as we wait for the final results that are going to be announced. His Excellency the President has presided over the campaigns in a very peaceful and fatherly way. He has presided over the campaigns in a way that was enabling all leaders of different colors to freely mix with the people, and I think we should also pay tribute to him for that.
Your Excellency, talking about very many politicians who went through unopposed, there are rumors that very many honorable members of parliament are actually buying out these people. What do you say about this?
For that statement that you have just made, I ably responded to the situation for Katapi district, where my opponent voluntarily withdrew to give way for me to be unopposed in a mutual way, in a way that was not out of coercion, in a way that was out of pressure. My thinking is that that should have been the case for all the candidates that went unopposed. If it is not the case, then I think it is also not my responsibility to delve into that. I think it is the responsibility of the Electoral Commission.
Your Excellency, my last question to you. Today and any minute from now, the EC will be giving out their final declaration. What should Ugandans expect? We have received different phone calls. There is fear that anything might happen when it comes to security, but you are on the top.
As I have said, from the results, His Excellency President Museveni is leading, and the Ugandans are all watching the TV, they are listening to radios, and they are following. It is important for all of us to prepare for the outcome of the elections. In whichever category we belong to, in as far as parties are concerned, I call upon all Ugandans first and foremost to recognize that in any and in every election there is always a winner and those that may not win. But that does not mean the end of the story. We need to recognize that even when we do not win, we remain Ugandans and we remain to offer service to our people. And I have noted one of the strong undertakings that the President has made in the country is unite all of us. So after the outcome of the results that are due to be announced, I call upon all Ugandans to remain united and rally behind the President who is going to be announced, so that he can be able to implement the programs for the betterment of all Ugandans. I call upon the security forces also to exercise their right of securing all the people of Uganda under the law. And I want also to persuade all Ugandans to recognize and comprehend the role and responsibilities of the security teams who are deployed. I would like Ugandans to look at them as their own brothers and sisters who are also there to play their role, to ensure that whether the election, after election, we must remain Ugandans and continue conducting our businesses as we have been doing so before the election.
Thank you so much, Her Excellency, retired Major Jessica Alupo, for that insight. Ladies and gentlemen, anytime from now, the EC chairperson will be coming in to give us the last update, and we shall be knowing who will be the president-elect anytime from now. For now, I hand over to the broadcast house.
Jethro, for that conversation. with the Vice President of Uganda about 2:45 p.m. when the Electoral Commission comes back to give us the final result of the constituents of Uganda as we find out who the President of Uganda 2026-2031 is. That is for the next 5 years. You are watching UBC TV and we come to you live from Nile Avenue, UBC. UG goes to the polls 20.